this.
Play the game the way you know how to play the game, and I will start analyzing what you're doing as we go. So forget I'm here and play it like it's calm.
I'll try.
Yeah. After a couple minutes or after I've seen enough, we'll start talking about what you're doing and then trying to make some changes.
I'm a bit nervous. It's okay. I'll try to calm down.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know I can say that, and I know you're gonna worry about it, but really just focus on the game. Where do you want to start from? Who are you trying to go after? Okay, and just I'm not gonna say anything for about the next 2 or 3 minutes, so just play the game.
Okay. I'll try to imagine you're not around.
So I'm pretty sure I know what's going on for Commando here. You notice he's playing at the very front all the time, and D.Va is not supposed to be a frontline tank. That's at least the first thing we're noticing. He's not taking advantage of all the mobility. Yeah, he's not helping out his teammates as much. So we'll wait a little bit longer here, and then I'll talk to him about it. So I was just telling the stream, basically the biggest mistake I've seen, and I think it's good because this is really easy to fix. You are playing D.Va as if you are Reinhardt. You're sitting at the front of the fight. You are not a main tank. Maybe in season 2 or 3, you know, early days where you had a whole bunch of armor and more health and all that, where you're tankier and there was less damage, or I mean, you cannot sit up at the front. D.Va is not meant to do that. You are a highly mobile, damaging tank. So, especially when you're the only tank, yeah, especially when you're the only tank on a team, what you have to do is try and play around. I mean, you don't set the front line. The rest of your team is the front line. D.Va is never going to be the one at the very front of the fight. So what you've been doing, and I see why you'd be confused. You're always at the very front. You have no way of stopping people from just walking past you. D.Va can't do that. She has no big deterrent. You can't swing a hammer. You don't have a shield to block people's damage. So people can just get on all sides of you, and your team spreads out as well. So what you need to be doing is, let's say, early part of the first point, right, where they're starting to push around and you're kind of up on that high ground, and then you sort of back up and you're on the cart. Your team is having a fight off to the right and off to the left, and then you're just kind of sitting in the middle. You need to go off to one side or the other, use your mobility to support your teammates, and turn the fights that people pick into better situations for your teammates. You know, a lot of people will make an engagement on someone when they think like, oh, I can get this 1v1 on this Hanzo really easily. Then you show up and now it's a 1v2. You and the Hanzo can kill whoever's attacking. So here, I'm gonna play a game and you watch me now. Oh look, Junkertown, perfect. On attack.
For some reason, I do better on D.Va on attack than
Well, yeah.
on defense, because on defense, I get what you mean. Like, I'm trying to hold the spot.
Yeah.
I
And
don't think
D.Va
that's
can't do
really a
that.
mistake. Yeah, but in attack, You can, you know, like
Exactly. On
move,
attack,
move it.
it's
Yeah.
pretty obvious. There's a fight happening, and you're supposed to get in there and do something about it.
Yeah,
However,
I could just
you can't
easier.
you can't
Yeah.
get too crazy that way either. There are a lot of times where on attack, the right thing to do is kind of just to sit on the cart sometimes and let your team be off at the front. You know, because the goal is not to make one side of your team OP. The goal is to be there for whichever side of your team ends up needing you, right? You know, I'll show you what I mean by that here. So there'll be plenty of opportunities to make. Oh, we got sim turrets outside. There'll be plenty of opportunities to make aggressive plays. So at this point, I'm just gonna get out here as quickly as possible so that I can blow up the turrets. Okay, so like I'm just gonna be sitting on the cart right now. This is fine, and dealing damage where I can, and trying to be aware of my team and make sure that there's no one flanking on us or doing anything dumb. So there's Reaper, but he was taken care of. So notice how also I won't necessarily sit like right in the middle of my team. I'll be at an angle to them so that I can, if necessary, protect them, because I can throw Matrix over them. I don't need to be in them to do that. Oh, yep, I heard her grapple. I just didn't react. You still able to hear me?
Like my internet or something wrong. You're framing up.
What I mean as far as where you should be playing during this. And a lot of the time it'll just be, you know, with, you know, in the middle of the team, and on attack just kind of on the payload. I'll let my team do whatever they want to do because I know that I can get there to help them out.
That system ult blocks the ult of D.Va.
Didn't quite hear you there.
That the ult of Sim, the new ult,
Yep.
does it block the ult of D.Va?
Yes.
But the mech can fly through it, right?
Yes. So all I need to do is stay kind of in the middle of my team and always be looking for and trying to pay attention to where the enemies are coming from or where my team is fighting. See, we're still pushing and I'm not doing anything. You don't always need to be in the fight as D.Va.
Yeah.
You just want to be where you can help your team do damage as well as survive. Like against a Reaper like that, he's useless when I'm here. So you don't want to take chances that could cause you to lose a mech. So a lot of the time I'm just going to be playing very safely with the payload here. And then like right now, like my teammate needs help, so I'm going to go and help out.
not using your ult?
Yeah. So there were chances to get a couple kills, but if you don't need to, you want to wait and use it when it's necessary, not just whenever you can always. When I'm playing seriously, I don't use my ult nearly as much as I would in a standard quick play. Because you got to save it for... So I was also making sure that I was in a position where I could drop it should I end up losing my mech. And then help have it clear off the point.